all of us here know that we have our own paths to walk, whether that be spiritual or philosophical. Each of us have a path for meaning that we journey at one point or another. I like to imagine that my own path is made out of molten bronze, which is terribly uncomfortable. But this might be a fitting analogy, though. My spiritual journey has been an uncomfortable one. One that involves looking deeply into my own shadow and summoning energies into my world that are designed to question my own existence, as well as physical difficulties of literal bruises, cuts and burns. You see, I'm a sculptor, and I want to clarify that when I say I'm a sculptor, I'm not talking about my career, I'm talking about my culture. It's my language. It colours my perception. It's my means for navigating my experience. I speak through form and shape. I turn up the volume on thoughts through body language, exaggerated in ways that only sculpture can achieve. That's the only way I can come close to communicating properly. I can't seem to get these feelings across any other way. So sculpture is the way that I walk my path, and tarot is my map. You see, we didn't have Bibles in our house, we had tarot decks. I imagine that a lot of mainstream Christianity followers look to the Bible for guidance, to tell them what is the right thing to do. Tarot doesn't tell you what to do. It shows you what you have. There's not one mark on a tarot card without some kind of symbolic meaning. You know, there might be 5 stars in the corner of the night sky in this one card that you've never noticed before, but hidden right there through the Hermetic tradition of numerology is the meaning of this corrective universal force of karma. That's just an example. So I packed my bags and set off on my spiritual path, philosophical path, whatever, made out of bronze and armed with a map of 78 pictures. But you see, I'm also a millennial. I don't use maps in real life. Honestly, I'm a bit ashamed to admit, but I doubt I could even read one. If I want to know where to go, I get out my phone. Hey Siri, where's the closest McDonald's? And this robotic lady's voice will come out of it and talk to me. That's a very similar way to the way that I use tarot as a map. I speak to it, and it speaks back. So what does that look like? Well, I would meditate on a chosen card, really study it, looking at each symbol, feeling out what bubbled up from my own intuition, and then I would analyze the card, really go into research mode, and look into things like the mythologies behind the cards, or the card, you know, the symbols, and trace things back as far as I could. And I'd compare those findings to similar examples found throughout different cultures. It's sort of echoed throughout the world. So I take these 2 levels of understanding, intuitive and historical, and I'd synthesize them together, magnifying, reducing, and transmuting them through my own conditioning. And this would often result in a very different looking image to the original card. I found that during the sculpture process, events and situations and conversations would occur that would unfold a deeper understanding of the card. It's as if the card was sculpting the world around me as I was sculpting it. It was very much a two-way dialogue in that way, and very ritualistic, despite the lack of candles and chalk circles and fancy Latin words. It was, very much a invocation of something higher. So, in the following videos that I want to post, I want to share with you the 6 of the tarot keys that I've worked with. I've done more, but these are the 6 that have come out in bronze so far. I hope you enjoy them, and thank you for listening.